Okay, so manifestation is the challenge. I mean, the star is the card for manifestation, and I find that interesting because, with this, with the, with very soon, you guys, you have the ability to just manifest this mess right now. Of course, with time and patience and moderation and effort being put forth in regards to all that. But otherwise, yeah, like you guys have the potential to have everything that you want. It's just, are you willing to put in the effort for it? Have you guys been putting in the effort for it? Now, we're looking at the mental space, it's the mental spaces of this, and you have the 10 of swords here and the mental zone, which is how you guys see this relationship, or this is how you guys think about this relationship, and the other person has the 7 of cups. Feel free to go into this side here with the 7 of cups if this side does not resonate. But Sagittarius, you're seeing the situation as you see this relationship as the worst being over. Like you hit the lowest of the low, and it's good that you guys see it this way, obviously, because that means the only way you can go up now is up. The only way you can go, whichever direction you're going, is the only way you're going to go is up, pretty much, right? So that's a good thing, but the situation still hurts, still really bugging you. I mean, even though you hit the ending of a situation, it still stings like a bitch. It still hurts really badly. And I think that for some of you guys, I really feel like you guys do feel like there's a bit more clarity of a situation. You guys honestly see where you all stand. There is definitely no sugarcoating this 10 of swords here. You guys are very much aware of what's going down, why it's going down, and what this means for you. But most importantly, I feel like you see this opportunity to to recover rather. You see this opportunity to recover. Don't know why my words are being broken up, but these energies are pretty strong this week. It's knocking me the hell out. So, definitely having to, you see this relationship as an ending, as something that's ended really badly. And I feel like, of course, all there's left now is recovery. All there's left now is to heal from this. But the other person sees the 7 of cups. So they're in dreamland at this moment. They're thinking of all the possibilities, all the things that you guys can create together. I kind of feel like this person believes that this relationship is still too good to be true. Like where they're trying to check and look for the catch. Or maybe they're trying to look at what, at what really stands out to this relationship to kind of make this so profound, because it's undeniable how they feel. It's 100% undeniable how they feel. Now, this person could have expressed love to you, could have communicated love to you, because they have the Page of Cups and the physical plane, which indicates to us this is how people are presenting themselves in the real world, how you see yourself and how other people see you, and vice versa for the soulmate here. This person may have heart-to-heart conversations. This person may look like they're nurturing a heart's desire, right? Nurturing something that they love, trying to grow it, But Sag, you got the 7 of Swords. Some of you guys are feeling like you guys are taking a shot in the dark and risking some things. You're taking a really big risk right now, right? And I feel like some of you guys are trying to be very clever about how you move forward, and it could be that you guys could be also ignoring a situation, trying to avoid it or dodge it, which is why you guys may not be able to manifest right now, because honestly, you just got done from ending something terrible, and now you're trying to evade and get away from stuff and avoid this and avoid that. This person is like looking at how they feel, could be expressing it, could be giving messages, could be saying what they feel, could be open about how they feel, could be nurturing their heart's desire. This is the way I'll put it back when I'm ready to use it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this situation, though, has put you in a position where you feel like there's nothing you can lose. There's nothing left you can lose with this situation. Like, everything's gone. You're down in the dirt. You've done things. You've experienced some things. And now, from the standpoint, you're the most confident, the most confident as ever. Because you get the King of Wands as the reason as to why you're presenting yourself with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Even though you've experienced the worst of the situation with this relationship, even though you may have had to take a risk at something, it's mostly because you have nothing to lose. Therefore, you can have maybe feel more confident because there's nothing literally that could go wrong at this point. Because you know that this is your time to actually powerhouse this bitch and really put in the effort, right? To really do the work, right? Really work hard on this. Because you've already done all this. You already got to the bad side. You already got this out of the way, This defeat is done. This situation is done. Now, the success from here. But that's the challenge, though, because it's all about how you guys approach it, whether this is a risk you take or this is something you avoid. Now, what brought you two together regarding the soulmate here, is the Temperance card. And Temperance talks about balance and moderation in all things. This also talks about, keeping things steady and letting divine timing do its work. And I feel like everybody was doing their own thing. Everybody had a collective flow, individual flows, and they were doing their due diligence. And now, because it takes effort to keep this balance. It takes patience and time for yourself, and honestly, order to make this patience happen, or to make this temperance energy happen. But then your challenge is the starting over, having hope that there's a new beginning. And it's understandable, because if you're coming from a position where, stuff just really got real, then of course, right? Then it's understandable. It's hard for you to have hope when you were just destroyed, right? When you feel like you were just destroyed. And it's the same principle here, which is why I feel like this person may be looking at the situation and thinking this relationship or thinking this connection is too good to be true and trying to find the catch. And they're taking things slow. They're starting very slowly. They're not making huge steps. They're not making big plays. They're taking it one step at a time, one emotion at a time. So this person is, like, in a way, kind of being careful without really, without having the Page of Pentacles in it. And typically I don't read the Page of Cups as careful. It's a small new beginning. It's something that can spark some sort of emotion. And I feel like this person is just allowing themselves to be open to it. Small, like I said, a small step to being open to it, and allowing those feelings to truly manifest and truly to consume. But they're taking it a sample at a time. They're not being very big with it. They're not taking huge strides with it. And I feel like you guys either are taking a huge leap with it, or you guys are not taking a leap at all, which, again, either one makes total sense. Either you're done dealing with this energy of, I've always hit the worst of the worst. You just want to get to the best. You want to get to a better place. Or you're just like, you're not really interested in taking another risk where your dreams could get destroyed. But that's not living up to the King of Wands, is it? The King of Wands always goes for what he wants. He's always willing to take the risk. He always finds that the risk is worth the reward because it makes him happy. It gets him to where he wants to be. Right? He does what he wants to do. And I feel like if you're denying yourself that opportunity to obtain or get something in your life, or to have something in your life, or to be passionate in your life, because you're afraid of this going to shit again, then of course this is about recapturing the King of Wands in you, recapturing the fearlessness, and overcoming this painful ending that's happened, and truly allow yourself to take the risks that are in your best interest. Everything is a risk, fam. Everything is going to be a risky move, right? Because there's no guarantee that anything is going to turn out the way you want it to turn out. But it doesn't mean it's not going to turn out great. It doesn't mean it's not going to turn out, it doesn't mean it's not going to turn out, bad. It's all about trusting what you're capable of. Knowing what you're capable of. Because the King of Wands, that's why he's so successful. Because he knows what he's capable of. He knows that whatever happens, he will figure it out. He will figure out around it. He's not going to worry about it till he gets there. And this is the same situation. Now, this other person has the Lovers here, and that tells me, of course, that they're definitely learning to choose their love over logic, right? But I think at the same time, understanding where their cautiousness comes from. But this person has having to choose love right now, even though they are skeptical as hell. You could tell with the Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. Skeptical. You know, they're not sure what's real. They're not sure if this is something worth pursuing. They don't know if this is really what their heart wants. But they're taking it one step at a time. They're connecting with how they truly feel. And it's going to kind of help them to, not relax, but to trust themselves as well and getting what they want. Because right now they're seeing this as a dream, as something that's just, it looks too nice. It looks too good to be true. Some of this could also indicate that this person here isn't quite sure of what their heart's desire is yet. They're not sure what they want to pursue. They're not sure what they want. They know there's tons of options. They know there's tons of things that they love. But I think they're taking one step at a time, right? They're taking one goal and seeing how it is, right? They're going by what they want. They're taking a small step toward it. You know, they're pursuing a dream finally, but in small steps. They're not being too big with it. But that small step is huge, especially for a skeptic. This person is literally having to choose love over matter. That's hard, especially if it's been giving them this balance that they feel like they've needed for a long time. But this Two of Cups, man, it's a mirror. It's about this connection. And I feel like whatever this relationship is, it's bringing out a part of you guys that's going to find faith and hope and inspire you guys to reach for the stars. Because right now, I feel like there's a hard grasp to realize that these stars are actually within your reach as long as you continue to put effort forth into it. As long as you continue to believe in yourself, as long as you realize that no situation previous to what your streams are will, can stop you from having what you want. It's just about the diligence, the focus, the motivation for it. Figure out what you want, guys, because it could come to you very soon. And it's serious about it too, because nothing is standing in your way. Absolutely nothing. So let's go ahead and take a look at your messenger oracle cards. Okay, geez. And it's embrace the feminine, okay? The trusting your intuition card, feminine energy always surrounds using your intuition, being in touch with your emotions, connecting to how you feel, right? Nurturing and caring for yourself, being passive, not really trying to go out of your way to get something. And I feel like this is kind of one of those things, right? But it's when I say, especially when I said in the earlier, which was, all you need to do is put effort towards it. It means like be aware of what you're capable of. And it can come to you, right? Know what you need to do, know what you're capable of, and continue to go back to this, temperance energy, because you know how to do it. You know how to keep things balanced. You know how to execute things that need to be done. And that's all you ever need to do. That's all you ever need to do. But let's go ahead and take a look at this, the embrace of feminine. Within ourselves, there are two aspects to our nature, the feminine and the masculine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the feminine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is the time to be nurturing, creative, and to connect with nature, home, and heart. Listen to your intuition and emotions. Be receptive and compassionate. But remember, whilst you allow your feminine self to be dominant, you need to temper your gentleness with a fire that denies all meekness. Wow. And it's the doggone truth. And I feel like you both can do this. Like you both can, be open and emotional with one another. It's going to take some effort to do it, especially after everything that you guys have both been through. But it's totally worth it because it gets you closer to yourself, closer to your dreams,